the metaverse and all this shit going on. Like we've been like, this whole system has been building up to this digital system, right? Like taking our stuff and to make it into this digital reality. You see everything's crumbling even before 2020. Like, the infrastructure was like focusing on digital. If you want to just get out and shit, socialize on Facebook, text, um, with your friends on your iPhone, all that shit, right? Or you want to make some great money, do crypto, right? All this digital infrastructure has been building up while the analog has been fucking going down. You have to interface with this fucking digital fucking screen. You get socialization for a lot of people. Like teens, the past 10 years, right? Or 15 years, have been going outside less, like by 50%. Those studies been finding. And it's not just due to social media, but it's also people not allowing people to go to the malls, right? When they're like teenagers, it's like life is like unfun until like you're 21 or like fucking, uh, or like, yeah, fucking six figures, right? But, you can still have some sort of fun, but it's like very limited and a whole bunch of your fucking friends, let's say if they're teenagers, they'd be fucking, be playing games and shit. Yeah, like I'm from a previous generation that, basically that's all we mostly did, like fucking online stuff. Like not 100% of the time, but our parents wouldn't allow us to go outside and shit. That's why, you know. So there have been, there could be multiple reasons why they don't want kids going outside because the neighborhoods have been, more dangerous and shit. I can understand that, but like shit, like real life is dangerous anyway. So fucking, you know, allow your kids to grow bone and fucking not be sheltered. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the rest of their fucking lives, still they're fucking 21 when they're still fucking had the sheltered mindset. Yeah, I mean, you can't like like make them experience life younger, right? And rather than just being sheltered and until they're 21, right? It's just like shit. Yeah, I mean, it's shit social skills and all that. But all this, I know like the digital like economy has been kind of getting destroyed, but it's that a lot of people's minds have been developed through the digital system, right? And we've been on screens and shit. So basically we've been in this fucking node like fucking system for a while. This Google instead of looking at books or fucking coming to decisions, your own decisions, you fucking use Google as your node to find all the nodes, come together, and make it have your best decision. And it only has like the same references for a lot of things. Like look up a movie, it'll bring up Wikipedia, like a whole bunch of subjects. Like when you look up a movie, look up your favorite movie, or look up the definition of words. It's always the same fucking same places. Yourdictionary.com, like freedictionary.com or whatever. Or look up a game. Like you're gonna have YouTube, fucking what else? Wikipedia, a whole bunch of games that so it's like just basically this hive mind of fucking a handful of shit anyway. And you heard of the dead internet theory, right? It's this whole bunch of code, just a select few of what Google finds to be good. That billion results is all just a facade. So all this shit is just digital. And like the infrastructure for all this stuff. Like, think of like all these small towns or like these urban places, right? Like fucking, there's not enough. Like my fucking city is just like, well, my town is basically eaten up by all this fucking online fucking Amazon shit, right? Basically things are falling apart. You just have these fucking you have YouTube over my fucking city. That shit. Like and like the mall, ain't doing well. It's going to be closing down. And like it already feels like I'm in a third world fucking city, right? And this shit's right next to San Francisco. And like trying to find a job here, and I did try to find uh, a fucking job here, the city, our town, or like it's not feasible. Like there's only a handful of places accepting jobs, right? And people are getting laid off too. And like, just that sustaining this life here, the point of the video, sustaining this life, we threw it all away to sustain this fucking digital infrastructure that's going to collapse anyway, but it's going to be recreated. It's meant to fall apart. Like, we're putting way too many resources into this digital infrastructure, but we forgot to hold our own infrastructure. But fucking A, that's what all the elites want. This big collapse of every fucking thing. And hopefully this microphone fucking caught all that shit. I can hear my videos, but people's other speakers might not catch what I'm saying. So I was just using this mic that's closer to my fucking mouth so I can eat, so the mic can eat my fucking words. I can fucking chew on it. Well, but at least like, you guys can hear it at least, hopefully. All right. Well, hopefully we have some other backup plan that's not has to do with the elites spiritually. At least spiritually, we have a backup. Yeah, I forgot to mention the freaking success of all these digital companies, right? You don't see the only like not digital companies. Fuck it. Okay, shit, not that. But you see all these companies making trillions of dollars: Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, uh, or like with the billions of dollars. Like it's like fucking Facebook had a billions of dollars, and fucking Twitter's was up in the billions of dollars, right? How much it's worth and shit. Yeah, but like, have you heard anything like physically, like stuff that stores or whatever that do physically here in the society in real world? No, not doing $1 trillion. Maybe you could consider Amazon, but that's a stretch because only some of their places are physical, and you still need to use a fucking iPhone to digitally fucking get your shit. The produce Amazon market, whatever. I forgot what the fuck they have. Okay, Amazon store, right? You need a fucking so like that's it. Even physically, you still need something that interacts digitally to get your shit. And if you don't bring your phone, you fucking steal. Basically, that would be like fucking stealing. So yeah, so like it doesn't even allow you to buy it with your own money, paper stack, fucking money. Holy shit! Like I don't know what company could be $1 trillion that does physically. Like all it interacts with the digital world. All this infrastructure, all this success requires this digital fucking system to lift your ass up. If these people even fucking exist, as they say they do, you need a digitally fucking happen to make their fakeness seem real.